In this week's Tableau Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to put month labels below each of the bars in a single sheet that has multiple bar charts on it. So let me explain what that does. So let's start by building the view. I'm going to right click and drag order date to the columns. And I'm going to change my field type to a discrete month. From there, I'm going to put sales onto the columns and quantity onto the columns. And you see we have two line charts. But I'm going to go ahead and change my mark type to bar for both of those. There we go. And notice how at the bottom, we have all of the months. What I want to be able to do is I want to also have the months underneath of each of the sales bars. So to do that, I'm going to create a new field that's the average of 0. So this is an in shelf field, and I'm going to make it a dual axis on the sales shelf so that the field that's at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and synchronize. And notice how measure names came onto our color. So we have orange bars for sales, and it looks like we've got some kind of bluish color for the average of 0. So I'm going to go to my average of 0 shelf and remove the measure names and also from the sales shelf. From there, I'm going to just hide the header for the right axis. And I'm also going to remove it from the tooltip because I don't want, when I hover over, I just want to see the month and the sales and the quantity. Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and hide my field labels. So the idea now is now that we have this second shelf, I'm going to go ahead and make that a Gantt bar. And I'm going to copy my month field onto the label shelf. And notice how the labels are here, but what I want that is I want them to be below. So I'm going to go to my label shelf, and I'm going to make the vertical at the bottom, and I'm going to set the horizontal to center just to be sure. And I'm going to change my font to match the font at the bottom. And now we have our months. Now, one of the things you'll notice is we have this average of 0, but it goes slightly below the 0 line. So the way I'm going to fix that is I'm going to go ahead and change my size all the way down, and I'm going to change the color to be no opacity. So it's completely transparent. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to format these just because I like my abbreviated months. So I'm going to go to the header and choose the abbreviation. But notice how the other one is still, the labels for my sales are still the full month. That's because I need to go into the pane option and change that to the abbreviation as well. Okay, so there you have it. The last thing I might do here is I'm going to actually just clean up my tooltip. And maybe I'll just do something simple like that. Maybe make this like 12-point font, whatever. I like to uncheck those two options here. And now we can see the month, the quantity, and the sales. So hopefully you found that helpful. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. Have a good day.